So here's how you get into SORA. It is a link on your class link. It has this little chubby flying airplane guy. I don't know what he is. But anyway, that is what is on the icon. And if you type SORA into your search bar, it should come up. So you may not have your school already on here. It's not really the school, it's the school district library. So it says my school is Lancaster School District. If you don't have it already on there, you click on Find My School. You can scroll over. If you do not see it, then you go down here. Let me move this out of the way. My school isn't listed. You can put in the zip code 93534, or you can type in Lancaster. And if you go down here, Lancaster School District, it is right there. You click This is my school. I get both of these choices. I don't know if you will, but you will choose Lancaster School District because it won't let you sign in as a staff member. So you click on that, and then it lets you log in. Use your account with the school. And now there you are, and it says that your school is Lancaster School District. Okay, so there are suggested books down here. They'll be different depending on the age level that you're allowed access to. You may not have access to all of those. But that's kind of like when you go in the library and they have a table out with books on it for you to read that has to do with the season or the month or whatever. So you can go up here to search for a book. And if you use advanced search, and you have to do this every time on advanced search, you have preferences that you can set, but it won't allow you to set your book level. So down here it says ATOS levels. That's your ZPD levels. Now you can't pick it specifically, like say you're a 2.5 to 3.5, you can't pick it that way. But if I'm a 2.5, then I know it's between 2.0 and 3.0. And it's also, because it goes to 3.5, I can also pick 3.0 to 4.0. Now it's going to pick only those books for me. I can choose text difficulty. So if I know that I'm reading like in second or first grade level, I could click that as well, but your ATOS levels will take care of that. You can do read-along ebooks right here if you want to do a read-along book, like if you're reading in the 0 points to 1 points and you need read-along books, you can click that and choose that as well. That will show you the words and it will read along with you as you read. Okay, so we've got all that set. So now we're going to click search. Okay, so this is going to give me books that are probably on my level. So remember, I'm 2.5 to 3.5. So I'm going to go down here and find a book that looks interesting to me. This one looks interesting. Don't click borrow yet. You need to see if the book is in your range. So I'm going to click on it. And I look down here. This is a 3.4. I go up to a 3.5. This may be a little hard for me at this point in the year. I want to get some practice with some easier books. So I'm not going to read this one. Now I could add it to, there should be like add to list. So I could create a wish list, okay, that I want to read eventually. So I could create a list, okay, and I can do read later. That could be the name of my list. And so I can add it to my read later list so I can find it more easily. I'm going to click back up here on advanced search because that will keep my search parameters. And I'm going to continue to look. Dragons love tacos too. So I'm going to click on this. Oh, this one's not available yet. I would have to place this on hold. So I want to find books that I can read right now. So if I want to get this book and it's on my level, I can place it on a hold. So it is a 2.5. This would be perfect for me. It's right at the bottom of my level. And so I'm like, oh, I might like this. I'm going to read the summary of it. I could read a sample, and then I can place it on hold. Okay. And it will tell, oh, it's going to be available soon. So when it's available, it'll show up on my bookshelf. Okay, want to continue looking because I need a book that I can read today. So I'm going to continue looking. Here's Baby Animals. That's nonfiction. That might be good practice for me because that's something I need practice in. This is a 3.0. So this is like right in the middle of my range. Oh, that's a place on hold too. Let me find one that says borrow. Okay, Alma. Let's check on Alma. 2.2, that's below my range. So I'm going to go back. I'm not going to pick any picture or any chapter books for now, only picture books. So look, Curious George Goes to the Zoo. Let's see what level that is. 3.1. It's about middle of my range. So this looks interesting. I love Curious George books. I can read a sample. So I decide, okay, I'm going to read this. So I'm going to borrow it. Okay, and there it is. Now, once I borrowed it, I can read it, but then when I want to come back to it later, so let's go back up to Explore. You can see down here is my bookshelf, and there's my book in the bookshelf, okay? So when you are done, oh, it's currently downloading, it's not done yet. It's due in 20 days. If I'm not finished with it in 20 days, it'll take it back from me unless I renew it. Okay, so you can, if you click on the book, once you've borrowed it, you can renew it once the days are up. You can return it as soon as you're done, which is good because then somebody else can borrow it and they don't have to wait as long. Send to device, I don't know if this will work for you guys. Oh, this book doesn't work with your reading device. Kindle books are only available for US schools. So if you have a Kindle, you might be able to send it to your Kindle. I don't know. You can mark it as done. You can also highlight in the book and take notes if you want, and the notes will stay with you. Even though the book goes back. So this tells you more about the book. Okay, so then you just open the book and read it, or you can click on it from the middle. Click on it. And this has narration. Oh, that's loud. Curious, a little bit mischievous. Come play and just this song with us. It goes I'm curious, George. That's kind of cool.
Margaret and H.A. Ray's Curious George Goes to the Zoo. This is George. George is a good little monkey and always very curious.
So you can see that it's reading along with you. It's a read aloud ebook, a read along ebook. You can also read it by yourself and just click on the pages to go to the next page. And then once you've read it 3 times, you feel you can get 100%, you can take an AR test on it. Make sure if you do a read along ebook that you do read with me when you take your test. If you read it all by yourself, you can do read to myself, I think it is. And if you just listen to a book, then you have to say read to me. It doesn't change your points, doesn't change your score. It just lets me know how it was that you read that book. Okay, that's how you use the SORA app.